Well, hello there, YouTube. Now this may be a bad idea. Got my Hero 4 Session hat cam on with a waterproof hat on top of it. A crazy woman. Can't freaking stop her. She came out here anyway. Crazy ass woman. Well, the water's even coming in the carport here. Holy crap, what a disaster. You got hay out to them too? Kelly? Dingbat ass woman. Well, yeah. Yeah. But yeah, I bet the battery. This thing's not safe to take anywhere. Is that... What did I just do there? The button's stuck in. How weird is that? It looks like my tire iron sitting in there. Or lug wrench, whatever. The push button on the handle's stuck in on that side. I don't know what the deal is with the damn. There was some weird trick to starting this thing, if I remember right. I think you had to turn this on. There he goes. Maybe this one's missing the battery too. Sophie, 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 Sophie. Are you freaking kidding me? She's got a battery in her. Remnants of a wasp nest, hornet's nest or something in here. Well, those aren't looking real promising anyway. Alright. So let's do a little test out here in the rain, I guess, huh? So, we're going to need two components to make this work. Set this out of the way so I don't beat and bang on it coming back in. Probably being out in the rain is not the best thing. So we'll get a good purchase on the cables here. Don't want to get a lot of battery corrosion on here either. Oh, that's the amount of time it's going to stay on. I got you. I'm gonna put the key away. I'm gonna lose it before the. All right, yeah, go. I'll probably let it time out. Or the ignition is just junk in it. Yeah, she's off. All right, so we got her powered up. Let's see if we can get her to start. I think I have to have the clutch in to do it. Yeah, I'll let my starter die. So it looks like I have 30 seconds to hit the button. So it's definitely dead battery. Alright, so we're on for 30 seconds. That's a nice feature to keep you from doing something stupid with it. Can you believe that? Of course, the gas is empty. Started this whole thing up that hasn't run, and I bet you 2 years. Pretty impressive, huh? So what happens if I push that while it... Oh, it just still becomes a countdown timer. That's way cool. I let her count down till she's off. I still have the plastic coating on all these things, so for some reason I thought this thing would read like voltage or something. It's just a countdowner. Actually, you're supposed to take the negative off first, but how about that? Fired this big old Ford up that was dead. And Kelly so wisely points out yesterday, I'm trying to get you guys in a spot where you can see, because I was playing with this thing when it was dark last night, and that light is crazy bright. You can see a lot more than you think out of it. It's about like a cell phone light, maybe a little more intense. But it does work good. And you got the different strobes. The thing's not hot or anything. It literally started this thing up dead. I got dash lights, but that was about it. Pretty damn cool. Even survived getting, oh yeah, even got survived getting a little wet out here. sometimes you should have your wife around when you're out doing stuff, because the thought of coming out here and starting this old Ford up literally never occurred to me yesterday. You guys are probably looking at the video and go, well, what about that old Ford sitting out there? And the thought never occurred to me. Sometimes I'm not real bright. I should probably, did I get any? Doesn't look like I got any kind of corrosion on there. I tried to bite in a spot where there wasn't any. I'll look at it here a little bit later. There we are, the whole little kit. You know, another thing you can do with these too, which I have, is you have those little USB hubs. I'm sure you all have them, so you can charge multiple things at once when you're just charging. And it'll actually work to transfer data, but if you push too much things to one USB port on your computer, it gets a little funky. But you can put those like 4-port USBs and plug them in there, and they become 4 hot USBs. Now you couldn't plug like multiple iPads or something to it, but you know, phones and simple things that don't draw a lot of amperage, because it goes up to 2.1 amps for you know, charging anything off of a 5-volt USB port. So I don't know how many things you could stack on it. This thing's got some wallop, you know. And I noticed I verbally said that this is a, in my initial review, that was a 900 milliamps, a 9,000 milliamp with a 250 amp, you know, starting current, which is plenty enough, and it peaks at a 450. So that thing was that's a lot to turn over an old Ford with that's been sitting out here a couple years. That's pretty impressive. So hell yeah, very impressive. Gotta hold a button on these things, don't you? All right. Should run a extension cord from because I got outlets in the barn. Should run a cord over here and put a charger on this thing. I mean, it's great. It's great to have something like this to get you going. But you don't want to have to use it every time you start it. Plus, leaving a battery in a discharged state is never really a good thing. Thank you guys for coming back for a second part to this thing. Well, these things always work fantastic. You know, I had no doubt that it would. You know, I've played around with other ones. They're pretty heroic, but I love this with the case. The price is good on it. I think retail on it's like 80 bucks. And there'll be a I'll let the folks at 1+1 know that I did the reviews on this, and they're going to give me a link. I don't get anything. I'm not getting, this is not a paid endorsement. So you know, you guys know me. I'm not a salesman. You know, what I think is cool, I'll say is cool. If I didn't like this thing, I would honest to God tell you I didn't like it. I think you guys know me by now. I'm not one to sugarcoat anything, and I'm not a good salesman, so you know, I like and enjoy doing reviews. If I think something's cool, I'll say so, and I think this is damn cool. But anyway, I do have a link for their website, and I will email him that I've done a couple reviews here, and I'll put he said he'll give me a coupon code for myself and my viewers. And like I say, I'm not being paid for this, and I have no idea if this is mine to keep or it's just for review and I'm gonna get a return request. I have no idea, but I enjoy doing these things. So and I think you guys think it, I believe you guys think it's cool to see the little gadget, so I don't mind taking these things and playing with them. Some of them I get to keep, and this may be one of those as well, but that wasn't discussed. So out here in the old, this old Ford even smells like an old Ford. But I appreciate you guys watching, and if you don't have a jump pack, you know, take a look at this one or look at some other ones, but don't go too cheap on them, because the guy at work got one and he was trying to start a Polaris quad, and it literally, bam, it overheated and the lithium batteries exploded in it. It's pretty wild. I won't mention the name brand of that, but it was a very cheap one, I can tell you that. So be leery of the eBay cheap specials. But looking at this one, it seems to be very well built, and it's not like you use them all the time, but what I started to mention, you know, going on trips and whatever, man, you throw these things in here, your iPads, yeah, you realize with 9,000 milliamps how many times you can charge your phone with that thing? You'd just never be without power. And for like a trip, you just take the brick with you, just take the battery with you and toss it in your bag. You don't have to take all the other stuff with you. It probably wouldn't hurt to bring the wall charger, because you know, if you use it enough, obviously you're gonna have to charge it back up at some point on your trip. But what a wonderful thing to have, like camping and road trips and things where you don't know when you're gonna have power. Charge your GoPros and, you know, all your sports cameras, phones and stuff like that. Fantastic. Love these things. But I'll just go on out here forever, because the rain stopped and it makes me happy. Anyway, I'm gonna let you guys go. Thank you very much for watching now. Take care. Bye bye.